funding of $25 million for water feasibility. This now brings to over $140 million the expenditure on reports and assessments. Yet in now 25 years we've not had a shovel of concrete put across a gutter. Surely, Minister, better the money go on engineering work on ready-to-go projects, Hell's Gate Dam, which will inject $2,000 million each and every year into the North Queensland's economy.
The Deputy Prime Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I thank the honourable member for his question. I thank the honourable member because when we're talking about Hell's Gate, if someone was going to open the gates of hell, it would have to be the member for Kennedy. So, and I know that is also a proposition that's well supported also by those in Townsville. As they look forward, and the Townsville business enterprises also want to see an expansion of the water infrastructure in that area. Mr. Speaker, I can assure the member for Kennedy that we are doing on this side of the chamber everything in our power to progress the water infrastructure program, and in fact that we expect by the middle of March, that all proposals will be in for which we can hopefully start getting back with assessments by the end of March. Mr. Speaker, there's already 5 proposals that are underway in the north that we're looking at. That will be the Ord and Nalinga Dam on the Mitchell, which is also in the I think it's in the members' electorate, in the Mitchell and Darwin. These areas are all under investigation as we speak. There was a further $25 million on top of that put for investigative purposes, and we've had well over 50 applications come in for it. Mr. Speaker, I know that the member for Kennedy is a person who is absolutely proactive in making sure that we get things built, that we don't just have the discussion, that we don't just have engineering reports, that we actually start rolling things out. And the member for Kennedy is only too right to say, show us the evidence that you actually do things. And I'm happy to inform the member for Kennedy that Chaffey Dam will be complete. We expect by April. That was one of the first dams off the project, and we'll be looking forward very quickly. It was actually the start of it was actually whilst I went up there and made the final announcement when we finally got the money through the election process, and it started.
Member for Hunter will cease interjecting.
When I was certainly the Minister for Agriculture. But we're looking forward also in Tasmania as we roll forward water infrastructure projects there. It was only just in the last week, or a bit over, I suppose, a fortnight, that the Prime Minister and myself were going through Central Queensland, observing other sites and working out what we can do. And I suppose, and the member for the member for Capricornia and also the member for Flynn were very enthusiastic about Eden, Barn, Rookwood and Nathan dams in their area. This is the side of government that actually will build these dams. That is the side of government that will take their instructions from the Greens, and nothing will ever happen. Nothing will ever happen. Nothing will ever happen. We are the people that stand behind the prospect of making sure that we alleviate some of those who are moving out of the mining industry, and making sure that they can have a job, and making sure that we progress the economy of North Queensland. And I look forward to working with the member for Kennedy to making sure we get things done.